guys, welcome to today's episode. So today's core topic is going to be how to generate leads for your own B2B business. So don't get it conflated with B2C. So the difference is B2C is business to customer, which is if you're an e-commerce brand selling pens to customers, that's a B2C. We are a B2B, we're a business that help all the businesses. And mainly what we help them in is get more revenue, get more sales, get more bookings, anything related to generating more money. So that's what we're doing. However, for us to do so, we need to find them. And this is what this video is going to be talking about. So I'm going to cover four main topics. The first one is different ways to generate leads for your own B2B business. If you're a marketing agency, if you're a social media marketer, if you're a, however you want to call it, I just call it you're a B2B. I help businesses. Money versus time equation, how I personally source leads for my real estate company. So what I do, my marketing agency, we help real estate investors and agents generate more leads with paid advertising and AI automation in simple terms. So B2B. And how to do so, but the faster way. So the way I started it, too early to cover that. We'll get there in number 3. So first off, different ways for you to generate leads for your business. So if you use imagination, you can find other ways in it. But the main ones are you can either cold call your leads, cold DM them, cold emails, referrals, producing content on YouTube or TikTok, or using paid advertising, so paid ads on Facebook, IG, YouTube, and TikTok ads. Assuming that your budget is not that crazy, I would rule out paid ads. So mainly you have to use your time. So here we're already covering topic number 2, which is the time versus money equation. If you have money, you can literally pay to get leads and get them faster. But if you don't have money, you must use your time to then get the money, to then eventually use that money to save your time. Business is basically time versus money. You use your time to get money and get money to save your time. So assuming you don't have a lot of fundings, everything has to be mainly manual work. Also, depending on who your ideal target market is and what niche you're in and what's your offer, you need to really tailor your outreach method. Like cold calls can work for, let's say if you're looking for, let's say you're trying to cold call plumbers. Will it be the best one? Yes. Will they always pick up? No, because most of the time they're actually out in the field working. If you're trying to cold call real estate investors or agents, that might work out. They're always on the phone. They're always, doing deal talks. If you're trying to email them, yes. However, if you're looking to work with, I got a perfect example. If you're looking to work with e-commerce brands, but the way you outreach to them is through Instagram DMs, I highly doubt you'll get any reply at all, because that's not where the decision maker normally is, unless it's a very small e-com brand. But you don't really want to work with small brands. You want to work with the high ones, the one that already making some type of money. So cold calls, here I just gave you some few advantages and disadvantages. Like cold call is very direct. You can get immediate feedback. However, cold calling is not really for everybody. A lot of people tried it. I personally tried it, and it wasn't really for me. Too much, too invasive in my opinion. But this really depends. What I currently do, I do cold emails. So I cold email both agents and investors. So in cold emails, the advantage is highly scalable. All you need to do is get more leads. And I use a sending software. So instead of doing manually, I actually use a software that does it for me. However, if you want in the next video, I'll talk about the sending software, the advantages and disadvantages. Like, although you will save a lot of time by having a software sending it for you, there are disadvantages on actually using a software instead of doing it manually. So reaching out just on normal social media platforms. Then we already kind of discussed the money versus time equation. So depending on which end of the spectrum you are in, you need to consider. But assuming you're a beginner or you already started, you got a few clients, but your cash flow is not that crazy for you to have spare money to invest in ads, mainly you'll have to use your time to get leads. Now, let's talk about how I generate leads for my own B2B business, which is in the real estate niche. So you help me get more leads. I used to do it manually, and the manual one was fine. It's still fine, and it's highly optimized because you can see if they're still in the market, if they're still operating or not. And the option number 2 is just paying for leads and then cleaning the data. So number 1, if you're looking for leads, so we can go open a new tab, Zillow. This is if you're looking for agents in the United States. Location, just an example, Dallas, Texas. Now, as you can see, you got pages and pages of investors and agents, mainly agents. I'm not gonna lie to you. Before that, we need to create a new sheet on Google Sheets. So let me resize that. So this is one of the ones I used to do. So what I normally do, I have this column where I put the names, email, and the status. And here I like my follow-ups, but I don't really use this no more. I got everything on instantly.io now. But I'll show you what I normally do. So I come here. Let's say I found this one. I always make sure that they have any type of transaction in the past 12 months. That indicates that they're still active. If they got zero in the past 12 months, realistically speaking, they might still be actively working, but they ain't making no money. So I scroll and I look on this section. So you normally get the website, the Facebook, and the LinkedIn. Option number one, I mainly go on Facebook because you can find the email fairly straightforward. Like here we go. I come, I copy, I go here on my list and I paste. Then I get a name and I paste. And the status is, none of these really apply to this situation because I do personalized looms. So normally what I do is either screenshot taken from the page or loom created. But in this case, you know what, let me just say screenshot. And what I also like to do, because I don't just send empty email, not empty emails. I don't just send an email. I send an email with a loom attached to it. So what I normally get is the URL link. And I'm going to tell you why. Same way you're looking at this loom right now with my face talking in the background. What I'll normally do is simply take a screenshot of the page and then have me pitching straight from the actual page. So whenever they open my email, it's not going to be a block of text. It's going to be a small block of text first. Then me saying, oh, I made a personalized video for you if you want to see. However, they will see all this in the background. So they will know I actually did some research and it's not just a random message that's sent to everybody. So that's why. Now that you have it, you can just keep on rinsing and repeating. If, let's assume there is nothing in the Facebook, what I normally like to do is go inside the website. So going in the website, don't play games with me. Okay, open a website and then boom. In this case, we're quite lucky. Her email is just right here. But if you don't find it there, just use some imagination and try find the contact us. So about the team. So here, founder and CEO, so we can find the social media and everything. So if you want to go straight to the decision maker of this real estate firm, this content isn't available. Thank you. But you get what I mean. The problem with this method, although you'll get highly qualified leads because you're actually looking for them, you're scraping them manually, it can take a lot of time. It can take you up to 5 minutes just to find the email and the name and the website. So this is what I used to do, manual work. But now what I do is I use scraping softwares or databases like Apollo.io. So welcome back. This is Apollo.io. Is a massive database where you can find B2B businesses, the emails, the details, and you can narrow it down based on who you're actually looking for. So if you're not familiar with it, you just go to the Apollo.io, make an account, or you can just log in through Google, and then you'll get to this page. What you want to do is go in here, search, and just start narrow it down. So the first filter I like to apply is email verified and likely to engage. What you want to avoid is scrape a list with risky emails or non-valid emails. That is going to kill your campaign. Then what I do is industry and keywords. So industry, in my case, is real estate. Then I also have commercial real estate, and boom. Then we're going to get back in it again. Job titles. You just want to reach out to decision makers. So as I was saying, you ideally just want to reach out to decision owners. So in this case, you can put owner, founder, but you're getting the point. You need to just take your time, do some trial and errors, and see the results. So here at the top, you can see how many researches, how many leads are actually coming up. Then what I like to do, go location, United States. As you're gonna see, boom, it's just narrowing down. So this realistically, all the real estate agents for commercial real estate, just regular real estate in the United States available right now with valid emails. Then you can narrow it down by company size, employees, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 50, and it keeps on narrowing down. Now, to make it highly targeted, this is where your imagination has to come through. You can insert keywords. For example, if you're just looking for commercial real estate, you can try the keyword commercial. Let's see something like 8.6. Now let's delete it and say you're looking just for buyers. Boom, 2.6. Let's say luxury real estate. So you're just looking to work with agents who have luxury listings, 994. So based on this, you need to tweak it and actually find a decent lead size. Now, let's talk about how to actually export leads. So you have two options. Option number one, you can do it directly through Apollo, but it's quite expensive. Or option number two, I will show you. Actually, I never showed you. I'm just showing you something because I don't know if it's legal. There's websites where after you put your filters and everything, all you need to do is copy your link URL. Now let's head to one of them. So copy the link URL. And here we are. So this is an example of a website where you can scrape the leads from Apollo, but the price is not going to be as expensive as Apollo. Like on Apollo, exporting 1,000 leads is going to be, first of all, you need to subscribe for a monthly membership. But here, let's say we look at export 10,000 leads. And remember when I said you need to copy the link from Apollo and paste it, it's going to come up to $50. But then add the perk of email validation is going to be $80. I highly recommend to get them to verify your emails. So whenever they send you the lead list, it's going to be like status, verified, risky. Then any risky, you just get it out of the list. Anything bad, you just get it out of the list. If you're sending cold emails, you ideally don't want to send to any risky email address. It's going to be very damaging for your campaigns. So this is one example of a website, Export Apollo. Then there was another one. Where's the lead? This is another website where you can still import leads from Apollo, but get them for cheaper. And it's trustedleads.io. Once you do everything, you just input the link, how many leads you want, make sure you get them verified, pay and scrape. And from this website, last time I used it, it doesn't take a lot for them to scrape. So I think it just has software that does it automatically. If it's trusted leads, it's actually somebody that scrapes them at the moment. So your batch is always fresh. By doing so, you receive a lead list. Let me see if I can find an example of a lead list I bought in the past, and I'll show you how it's going to come up to you after you purchase. Yeah, here we are. So this is an example of a lead list I purchased. So it literally comes in the form of first name, last name, full name, title, headline, email, then LinkedIn, then the website, then some keywords and everything. So this is how it's going to come up. So this one has already cleaned it up. And you normally have a table that says email status, however you want to call it. And any risky or bad, get it out of the list. And this is ready to be imported into the sending software. Now we got to the end of the video. So as we said, we spoke about different type of way to outreach to find leads for your business. So cold calling, cold emails, cold DMs and everything. Some advantages and disadvantages, but obviously do your home due diligence. Paid ads is mainly money, but if you don't have money, you need to use time, which is all of these options. At the same time, you can still optimize your time by spending a little bit of money. That's the best example of manually sourcing leads from Zillow and paying for the lead list from, let's say, Apollo.io or ZoomInfo or any other database. And yeah, I believe that's so. If you want to see anything particular, let me know in the comments. Next video, I believe I'm going to show you how you can let me know. Is either how I personalize the videos, so doing loan outreach. So as I was saying before, I don't just send cold emails. I actually put some personalization. Because this, if you refer back to my old video about how to create an offer, this is different than any other offer they can find. But even though A lot of people now are realizing just sending personalized notes. But yeah, that's all for me. I'll see you next in the next video.